That previous video makes you want to be part of John's family, you know? That's such a great mom and dad there. And seeing this video for the first time is a little overwhelming. When I got the phone call about this award 3 months ago, I wondered if the committee had picked the right guy. I confirmed that they knew I sold doorknobs for a living. And they confirmed that, yes, they wanted a doorknob salesman as the Alumnus of the Year. Thank you to the Alumni Board for this honor. It's very humbling. Yes, I did borrow money to purchase a company at age 29 that distributed locks and keys and door hardware to locksmiths and contractors. Over 20 years, I grew it to be the nation's largest seller of door hardware and sold it to one of America's largest companies a few years ago. So I really did sell doorknobs. I guess it was quite a few of them. I guess you could say it was the key to my success. It gets worse from here. It's my privilege to be here with you today to share some experiences and encourage you to continue the virtuous upward cycle of experimentation and growth that you are currently pursuing. One of the greatest things you are experiencing at Kinkaid is how to be a lifelong learner. Perhaps a couple of stories will help illustrate what I mean. So how do you start a company that makes a yellow first down line for football broadcast? I was fortunate to be in the right place at the right time to co-found that company, Shoreline Studios, in 1995. We didn't actually start Shoreline to create the yellow line. My two co-founders and I started a company to do a different broadcast effect, the glowing hockey puck for the NHL All-Star game, because there was a customer, Fox Sports, who was willing to pay us money. This happens all the time, by the way, in tech startups. It's really a group of people, not one person, who collaborate to start a company. Don't listen to Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. It takes a whole team. It's not about one guy. And often it's started more modestly than what it becomes. If you have an idea and you are willing to spend a lot of time developing that idea, then don't put unrealistic pressure on yourself that it has to solve all the problems with the first product. Make that product for a customer who will pay you for it. It's tremendously important to have that first sale lined up. So once you're in the industry of making something like live sports broadcast graphics, and you have a product that mostly works, you will find that the whole team gets into the act of creating new ideas. So as a leader, as an entrepreneur, be open to those ideas, and then experiment cheaply. What I mean by that is try those new ideas in a cost-effective way. If it works, invest more to make it bigger. If it doesn't work, toss it away. Try something new. You see, it's okay to fail, as long as you fail cheaply and forward. Once we had created the live graphic for pro hockey broadcast after a year, Fox wanted to make a run at getting a pro football contract. See, they were new to broadcasting in the United States in the mid-1990s, and at a brainstorming session, the group wondered if Shoreline could draw a line in the field, viewable only on TV, with a live action appearing to run over the line. My partner said if they paid us a month of work for consulting, we could test it and see. Of course, it worked. It's really partly an optical illusion. That's a different story. But the rest is history. But because of that experiment, and because of Fox's willingness and ability to forward invest cheaply, they came up with something that really changed sports broadcast. Collaborate with the team. Be open to new ideas and experiment cheaply. It may be something tremendous. And remember to count your blessings, because some luck is always involved. And don't let a successful business person, entrepreneur, or leader tell you otherwise. There's always some luck. Is government service still a noble calling and worth aspiring to? Yes, it is. There are a lot of good people and good things happening at the local and state levels. Washington, D.C. has too much money and too much vitriol to be collaborative right now. But our federalist system, check your AP history on this one, is working in just the ways the founders of this country imagined it would. The 50 state governments are pursuing things near to citizens' interests, and there is innovation and good work being done in all 50 states. California and Texas are two examples of state governments that have been very effective, but pursuing very different policies. But their citizens both really appreciate what's going on there. As a state lands official in California, it's been a privilege to help clean up our bays and coastlines, as well as build visitor-serving industries like hotels and restaurants on the waterfront. We're trying some novel approaches to solve the homeless challenge, and we are now growing shellfish in the ocean, right off the coast, for sale to local restaurants, the first aquaculture farm in California's coast. Perhaps the most surprising thing is that partisan politics plays very little role in local government. As it works out, a pothole is neither Republican nor Democrat. It simply needs to be fixed, and local governments often get it done. It is true that government moves more slowly and that they could operate more efficiently, so it is crucial that people with different backgrounds and experience curves step up to serve, including business people. A government can't run like a business. A public agency has too many mission statements, but a government can benefit from more business thinking. It's been one of the greatest privileges of my life to help others from a government position in a systematic and positive way. Because there's no long-term money in being in government, I wouldn't recommend it as a career. It's a great avocation, and after you have provided for your family, please run, please step up. As you look ahead, a lot of people will ask you about your passion. What interests you? Well, they should really ask, of the things that you've tried, what do you like to do? My suggestion is you build on the things you like to do and try to take it to the next level. As you get some accomplishment at those things, you get a buzz from being successful. It makes you want to do more of that. You work longer, you work harder, and more success comes on bigger stages. More and bigger buzz. Now you're on the upward positive cycle of working at something that you like and getting better as you go. That interest has become a passion. Finding a passion always begins with trying things for the first time, being awkward, being a rookie. Sometimes it's not liking it at the beginning. It's really important to try a lot of things, physically safe things, and it's okay that it's not that great. I promise you, you'll find some great things that you really like to do if you keep experimenting. Kinkaid is the perfect place to try new things. Not just in middle school, not just in 9th grade, but in 12th grade too. There are more helpful teachers, more amazing families, more amazing students here than in most places around the country. You have lucked into one of the most innovative times in the history of mankind, in one of the safest places in the United States to try new things, and at one of the best high schools in the nation. It doesn't get any better than that. One of my best friends is here today. One of my classmates from class of 78, Jeff Martin, with his parents. Wave to the crowd, Jeff. Yeah. He was our first young alumni distinguished recipient years ago. We met in the fall of our sophomore year running cross country and the fall drama class with Tom and Jan Boyd and Dr. Glick. We both had never run cross country. For me, it seemed like a great way to get in shape for winter soccer, but it was pretty grueling. It was a whole bunch of lanky guys who were very shy. We did get in shape, and Jeff and I became great friends, but we never did that again. We tried something new. Not a passion, but I found a friend for the rest of my life. As for the drama part, Jeff and I both excelled at that. We were in a lot of shows, formed a barbershop quartet, created a lot of skits for third period pep rallies. Jeff wrote all the content, and ended up sharing the drama award our senior year. Jeff went on to make a career as a comedy and Hollywood writer, winning 5 Emmys. Is it any more?
No, it's still
5, okay, 5. I went on to sell doorknobs. For Jeff and I and many of our classmates, it started at Kinkaid, just like it is here for you today. Know that tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your life, and that you can try something new every month from here on out. Forget about yesterday, or worrying about being awkward, or the latest social media post. Experiment cheaply, and you will likely find several passions by the time you graduate, and you will have the confidence to try new things and grow the rest of your lives. You can and will change the world. Thank you.